Marriage isn't 50-50. Ever. There are times I'm 70, he's 30. There are times he's 60-40.
Huh?
What you gonna say? You want me to say it?
What'd you say? What?
Welcome back to the Beyond I Do podcast.
I see it.
Oh,
All right, y'all. We back. We back with a little silliness this time. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a serious subject, but we want to talk about this 50-50 mess. We talked about it before,
again.
but you know, it seems to keep coming up in social media. 50-50-50-50. My God. Are you roommates? Are you married?
Then too, I mean, the context of it, like, what does that even mean? 50-50 in what? Like, in what relationship are you ever truly 50-50 in something?
Right. Yeah.
Um,
A roommate.
but
That's
even
all I
with,
think of.
well, yeah, I mean,
You know
if
what I'm
you're
saying?
talking money, well, I guess in money and taking care of, I don't know. I just,
It's money from the standpoint of what I see when people talk about it on
social media,
Facebook groups or whatever is
on the Facebook.
Facebook groups. You know, it's about how much money whoever's contributing for the most part. Because I mean, if you take the money factor out, then what is 50-50?
So, okay,
You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but in the video clip, um, she says sometimes it's 50-50, sometimes it's 60. Is she talking about money there? I don't think she's talking about money there. I think she's talking in terms of your effort and
Yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
And even with that, even so the money thing, that's a separate thing.
Mm,
And we're firm believers in do what works for you.
yeah.
But for us, our money has always been in shared accounts. We have access to everything. I know how much he makes. He knows how much I make.
Yeah.
So that
I just saw your pay stub today. I was like, God almighty. Did I hit a jackpot or what?
anyway, so that, that part is foreign to me anyways. Like I said, we are advocates of do what works for you.
Mm,
But to me, when it comes to finances, it doesn't make sense to have completely separate finances if you're a married couple. Now,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
right.
But when, like I said at the beginning of the video, when she's saying sometimes it's 60-40, sometimes it's 70-30, I think she's talking more of what you're like putting into
Yeah.
the household or whatever.
Yeah.
In any case, we both live here.
Yeah.
We both like to eat and
Yeah.
and want a fairly decent looking home. We both have to wash or wear clean clothes, so
Yeah.
when something needs doing, it gets done.
Yeah.
Now, things shift based on the situation. Like
Yeah.
when the kids were younger, you cooked as much, if not more, than me.
Mm,
Because of your schedule,
yeah.
because
I
of
had to
what
take
have
care
you,
of it.
right?
Yeah.
We get home, the kids have practice, whatever.
Mm,
So you were home or you had to go to work and you would cook before leaving.
yeah.
Same thing with laundry. Now, laundry is one that I tried my best.
Mm,
Once I realized that our compromises with laundry were going to drive me crazy, I tried my best to make sure to take that from you. And so now I do laundry for the most part. Every now and then you start it.
I started.
You start it.
Really started.
But you are, and you know what? From time to time you put it away
Yeah.
when you start it. But
Mm,
that's one of the things that I've kind of taken over because it's just easier for me. I like to knock it out in one day. Every now and then I have a moment where I start and something happens and I don't finish, and it just has to wait until
Yeah.
the next week.
Never.
But I've pretty much taken that. There are some things that you take care of the yard. So there are some things that we have fallen into a rhythm that you take care of. Now, if need be, and you are not available to take care of the yard, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna do it, but I will certainly find someone who will.
Yeah. One time, push more, boy.
I did.
God, dude.
I did. And
This woman vowed that she ain't cut no grass. And
I did
boy, she was like, "I help you." I'm like, "No, you ain't. You lying. You told me all this time you ain't cut no grass." She started up for me. I get it. And then she did it. I thought she was gonna just do a little line, and, give up, but she did the whole front yard. I was like, "Oh shit."
And did.
I got something for you later. You know what I'm saying? A little reward.
Anyway.
For your good effort, your good work.
Anyway. Moving right along. So then,
But guess what? 10 years, we've been married 30.
Wow.
I would take 10 bad years over 30. It's just how you look at it, right? And people give up for the 5 years. I can't take it.
she makes the comment, she said 10 years. She said 10 years, and then she said, but we've been together 30 years. I'd take 10 bad years for the 30 years, but some people like to give up.
Yeah, they give up.
While I agree with Madam First Lady, a third of our relationship to be bad years is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. So I don't know if I have the wherewithal to stay with you for a third of the time.
We had challenging years, but our challenges, we had to fight those things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And I mean, I in her defense, we've never been the president and first lady. So I'm sure that 8 of those 10 were probably in the White House. But I mean, yeah.
I'm sure there was a couple of times when he was out there doing that community service work.
Here she go again.
Like, dang,
he go again.
This damn community, so these damn
Did
bills.
you just
You damn bills do. I was in law school.
Stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
Anyway.
I'm sure there was a couple of moments of weakness in those, days. You know what I'm saying?
But that is something that we've noticed online in these groups, and you see things people post. So there was a post that kind of ties into this, and it talked about people who they said reading so many posts of false expectations, infidelity, lying, disrespect, etc. I'm starting to wonder why some of these couples even went through with the wedding. And so one of the things that we talk about is just the unrealistic expectations, and you're going into it thinking that marriage is one thing, and not accepting that there's other stuff to come. And so one of the responses said, because most people's idea of marriage is only the good things. When something goes south, most people tuck tail and leave. And so that's what, she's right. She talks about, you have to, in every relationship, think about your friendships. At some point, your friend says something and you like, I didn't like how she said that or how he said that, or I feel like maybe it's his turn to drive or her turn. There are times when in any relationship you feel like somebody is trying to take advantage or get over or whatever. But that doesn't mean you throw the whole friendship away because of that one thing.
Yeah, you just kind of like, you say, hey man, I done this the last few times. It's time for you to step up. Or,
right.
Some people just go through it, but that goes back to, like, I say, how people got together, what brought them together. You know what I'm saying? And if it's a one night stand and you become pregnant, the woman becomes pregnant, and the man tries to step in and do the right thing, like we've heard in the past. Well, is there a respect for that individual?
Do the right thing in their eyes.
Right,
Yeah, yeah,
or
because like I
yeah,
said, we do what works for you.
you hear the old folks
Um,
young
right,
people all the
and
time,
right,
you know what I'm saying? Like, step up and do the right thing, make an honest woman out,
right, right. Not
but,
yeah, I'm just
like no actual like for that individual.
right. I'm just clarifying that we're not saying that's the right thing.
Yeah.
Like
No,
we don't
it's not the right
like
thing, no.
yeah, just because yeah.
Yeah.
How
It
do
was
you know?
bad.
What is the, because
You
sometimes
got
you
to know your person. Do you like him? I mean, you could be
Right.
mad at him, but do you still look at him and go, I'm not happy with you, but I respect you. I don't agree with you,
Yeah.
but you're still a kind, smart person.
Yeah.
I like what First Lady said about knowing your person. You know what I'm saying?
And
And liking
yes,
your person.
yes.
You have to like them. Let me tell y'all something now. You know, we had a podcast that we were on earlier, and we were talking about some of the things that we had gone through, and it just made me realize that, I had to like her in order to go through some of these things that we went through. And that liking her allowed me to be able to say, you know what, we're gonna stick this thing out. This is trying to,
Minute.
you know what I'm saying? What?
Wait a minute. Are you calling me difficult? You oh okay.
I'm not calling you difficult.
I
The
just
situation was difficult. We
oh
were in a
oh okay. Did you
situation.
okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, because I thought you were calling me difficult.
But I'm saying the situation was difficult what we went through, and it was a lot easier because we liked each other.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to come to you and say, you know what, it's some bullshit. And you say, you know what, I was thinking the same thing.
And
You know what I'm saying?
the times that I'm like, I can't believe I just did that, or did we just really sign up for this?
Yeah.
To have somebody to be able to go to who is not going to judge you, who is not going like that's what the whole idea of like is, and that's been our
Yeah.
big thing from the very beginning. You have to like your partner, you have to be friends with your partner, because at the end of the day, love comes easily.
Yeah.
You think about it, it says you fall in
In
love.
the beginning,
Like love comes easily.
in the
But
beginning, you like love. It's like, oh my God,
right.
I love being around them. I love the sound of their voice. They come pick me up and the music is playing and that sounds so cute. But after 3 months of him pulling up and that music playing, you like
It's the same song. You ain't got
turn that
nothing
shit
else to
down. You
play.
gotta play nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing, is you have to like each other. We enjoy spending time together. We enjoy being in each other's presence, and we enjoy each other's company. So
And that's
you have
the
to
thing,
like
too,
each other.
when people are looking at marriage and they're looking at relationships, they focus on the good things.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, and then like dude said, when the bad things come, they ready to run. 'Cause they don't
And
know how to deal with those things.
right.
know?
And no one, because people speak about marriage in one of two ways. It's one extreme or the other.
Yeah.
They're either going to tell you all the good stuff and put all the good stuff out there and make you
Yeah.
think that they're living a Disney dream wedding or marriage,
Yeah.
or all you hear is negative stuff.
Yeah.
And so you think, why would I want to be married if this is what I get? But the reality of it is, it's a roller coaster ride.
Yeah.
But it's a roller coaster ride that we go on together.
Yep.
And as we climb that hill
There you go.
and get ready
Get ready.
to go over the edge, I can
Yes.
hold on to him.
Hold on. You
I can hold tight to him,
Right.
and we go
Lord,
drop
hey,
together.
this is like a real. It's like, okay, when you climbing up that hill, it's like, okay, all right, well, you know, they just sent this $500 power bill. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got the last time I looked at the account, we ain't got a 350 in that bad boy. What we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Then you start cresting the hill, and then you start talking. And then be like, okay, well, I had spent some money on this. Let me take that back. That'll cover this. Okay. Dang, I'm glad you thought about that because I spent some money here. Bam, we'll have some money. And then next thing you know, you start going over that hill. And when that stomach drop, now you hate to take that stuff back, but you do it because you realize what's more important. You
Yep,
gotta keep
the
it steady,
lights.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
the lights
So
are
that's, you
important.
know, being able to coordinate. But if you don't have a likeness, if you don't have that type of relationship,
Right.
you're gonna
If
be off on your own. You
right.
like,
Well, or if I feel like if I come to you, you're gonna criticize me.
yeah,
Why
yeah.
did you get that?
Right,
Even though
yeah.
you got stuff too. So that's you have to have somebody that you're comfortable that
Mhm.
they see your good, bad, and
Yeah.
indifferent.
Mhm.
The feelings are going to change over time, right? You're not going to always be. So the minute that goes, people want to give up on it.
It's true.
But now you're in the work.
So like First Lady said, feelings change.
Mhm.
Um, and I mean, I still get butterflies when I
Yeah,
see you.
still get
As long as I'm liking you at the moment.
yeah, I'm liking you know, feeling,
But
you
there's
know,
sometimes that I look at you and I'm like, "Oh,
and I think I
why
think the feelings change that comes in like, you know, when you like, of course, men, we do stupid shit, you know, we gonna do something stupid or something that don't make sense. And you do something that don't make sense, she goes off on a tangent, get into a verbal cussing out, she cuss your ass out, and then you like, God, oh, she talked to me about that, you know what I'm saying? So that feeling changed. She wouldn't have cussed you out in the beginning. Is that what that is? Just trying to add a little humor, y'all. But serious though, like
say about me?"
the serious though, feelings change, you know, and your emotions are gonna be up and down because you have
Especially,
experience.
there you go, especially when you're in the middle of life.
Yeah, exactly.
When you start having kids
Mhm.
and bills and responsibility
Yeah.
and it's you get physically
Yes.
tired. As you get older, your body changes. If you have not turned 40 yet,
Yes.
I'm here to tell you,
Yes.
one day you're 39 and you're good.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day you're 40
Yep.
and stuff just starts happening. It just for no reason. Um,
I remember I used to be able to jump
my
on
second
bed,
toe,
and now
I'm sorry,
slide.
second toe, it's not,
You have to
it
slide.
doesn't have a real
You
job.
know, yeah.
Why is it hurting?
Why? Why when I walked to the car, I was fine. I got to the store. I pulled up to the store, got out the vehicle. All of a sudden, my ankle hurt,
Yeah,
and now I'm limping all the way through the damn store.
I know what it
Then I
was,
get back
though.
home, my ankle ain't hurt no more.
I know what that was, so you know what it was?
What?
Your Timu shoes. I told him not to wear them Timu shoes.
Timo shoes. Then I've been wearing Nikes before them Timo shoes, and that used to happen. So you know. But I mean, you know, as you get older, things change, your body starts to change. And then that's when that light has to really come into play
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, things will come to you in the worst time, at the worst moment. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
And you have to have that partner that's understanding.
right,
That's like, hey, you know what? It's okay. You know what I'm saying?
right.
We'll get through this. You know, we had situations where you've had to tell me or remind me where you need to call the doctor and seek out
Mm-hmm.
whatever medication you need.
Yep.
And I did it and then got the medication and we cool. You know what I'm
Right. And that's the thing. There's a partnership,
saying?
but there has to be an understanding
Yeah.
and there has to be mutual respect. I have to respect you enough if when you tell me, simmer down or
Yeah.
slow down before we do this, we don't need to do this yet. or if I tell you you need to get this checked, or I send your list with you to the doctor.
Yep. Yep.
So it's teamwork, and it's understanding that when you take those vows, when you make that promise to each other,
Mm,
it's forever,
yeah.
and you do what it takes to make it.
And also, it's like communication is important, and it's the way you communicate things to your partner. Also, if you're always coming in a negative light, then
Mm,
only thing your partner knows how to do is react in a negative way
mm-hmm.
because you're always coming in a negative light. So there are different ways to say, there's two ways to say something. You can say it negative and you can say it positive. You know what I'm saying? So if you focus on thinking about slowing down, thinking about a more positive way to get your point across, I promise you ain't finna have them knock down, drag out arguments where you argue for days in and days out.
Well, that's a part of liking each other too, is
Yeah.
that I don't want to say anything
Right.
that hurts you or that belittles you or anything, because I like you.
Right.
I
Exactly.
wouldn't do that to you. You're my friend.
Mhm.
So that's another part of it too. The goal is to work very hard to make my goal is to make things easier for you.
Right. My
I
goal is
want to
same.
make things easier for
Yes.
you. And so I like you, and I want to spend time with you and be around you.
Yeah.
So I want to make sure that you're going to the doctor and doing these things
Mhm.
because I like you. I want to spend time with you.
And guys, you have to be able to receive that love. And it may come out as, hey, I'm concerned about you.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, don't worry about me. No, she need to worry about you because you ain't worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Because you skipping appointments because you got to
But
work that overtime.
I mean, if she ain't worried about you, I mean,
Yeah, that's
I
true.
mean,
She
you
ain't
might
worried
want her
about
to
you.
worry.
Go keep on going to work and bring that money home. Don't worry about your health. We'll deal with that later. That ain't really love. I not like it. She know that insurance check. She know that insurance check will be healthy when you keep the bucket, bro. Think about that thing.
That took
Get it
a
right now.
that took a that took a
Tell
left
me.
turn.
Mm,
Okay.
That's how we do it though.
All right. Yep.
You got it?
I got it.
Think they got it?
I hope so.
All right.
All right.
Next time, we gonna holler at y'all.